So right now, as I'm playing this, I can see out my window, pretty good view, and I see a group of squirrels, about 4 of them there. Maybe a 5th one, I can't tell. I might be recounting one too many. Excuse me. But it looks like they're having a meeting of the minds almost, in a sense, like trying to decide how to divide and conquer, and how to take other animals and other packs of squirrels nuts and bolts. Oh my goodness me. This seems to be the trend. And, oh, I don't think I actually sent anybody this time around. Whoopsies. I'm gonna fly through this and I'll see you on the other side real quick.
Hi.
That is right, Pinky. Well, perfect opportunity to show that even though I didn't send a mascot, we are so far along in the polls that it truly doesn't seem to make a difference at the moment anyway. So let's keep on trucking right along and see if I can figure out the next time it comes up. I've got to set it on. But anyway, say the squirrels. That's pretty funny. This some of the things you see sometimes. You just take the time to stop and admire where we're going. I have been dying to know what's down here. I have saved this until the very end, or the longest possible moment. It is, oh, not what I thought. I don't know, honestly, what I thought I was going to see, but hey, actually, wowzers. This is cool. I don't even know what to think about all this. I'm speechless. I'm glad I saved all this till this moment in particular. I'm kind of mad at myself that I didn't pick them up sooner, because these are so cool. I could have used all of these at any point in time. Dang it. Oh well, anywho, I'm glad I took this is exciting. I'm glad I came out here and took the opportunity to look at all these. I think I got a favorite so far, but you know, if I can pull up a moment, and I really like that skeleton, red skeleton there, and pull all these up and take an opportunity to look at each of these for us, that would be pretty cool. Ah, man, that's so darn awesome. Let's see. So we've seen all those. Oh, that's neat. I like her. Is that a goat head? Let's see. Mohawk. I like that one. I really like that one so far. That was neat. Alright. This is cool. Okay. I guess if I want to make sure this isn't going to be something that I pick one and all of a sudden the rest of them go away. Sam Daybreak. A sword could not kill his love. Hey, excellent. Ooh, do I want to? Because I also have a bunch of other ones I just picked up too. No, but I think I am going to go ahead, and this will be a great opportunity to go through and show each of these real fast. Shinji. Sometimes your only friend is the worst person you know. And I may not possibly read all these. I'm probably not going to read all these. I'm probably just going to quickly select them and scroll right on through and probably speed it up a little bit just to make it a little faster. So we'll find out. I like this one over here too. Ooh, wicked looking. The neck even looks like it has a twisted approach to it there. I can't quite tell. But anywho, forsake your ego, judge. Become the embodiment of justice. Whoopsies. That one's pretty neat. God Justice Marshal. A design for when you would just want to follow orders. Is that a dragon on its head? Looks kind of like a dragon slash pig slash goblin. I don't know what else. Goat, ram? I don't... Who cares? Alright, let's go. Trucking on. Trucking on. One Last Kiss, the ghost that haunts all your misdeeds. That one is pretty cool. I like that one. I think by far that one's my favorite. But I like the nail that's on her already, the paint design we've picked. Whoa. I can't believe I missed all of that through this entire gameplay. That's just insane to me. Mind-blowing. I guess that's what I get for not venturing out. However, this has been exciting. Neat. Thanks for joining me. This is Stationary Chris. Just checking back in. I do hope that you guys are enjoying ourselves so far. By the time I get this video out, I don't even remember anymore. I'm sure that it's going to be after Christmas, so happy belated holidays to you, and in between, I hope that you have a happy New Year's and a very safe New Year's with that. If you haven't noticed just yet, I'll go ahead and pull this up real fast. We have completed nearly almost everything within the game. I am lacking the opportunity to fully pay off the family's threat so far. I may have to take an opportunity and do another follow-up just to return to do that. However, with that being said, just because I haven't been focusing on paying that, however, with that being said, we have completed just about everything else. It has been actually kind of cool for this roundabout. Just to start off for the first bit, we're going to go and finish off the election process with Pinky and make them the mayor, help them become the mayor. And then we have 5 of the mascots and the basically a few other, a few other things that we have to just kind of finagle, process, and finish out. With the main story, we have learned a lot. Apparently, there is so much going on here that it's actually not what we thought at first. How do you say? We judge the book by its cover. There's more going on than we first originally thought. With that being said, we don't know if it's a cover-up or if there's something more going on. We finally learned the name on the deed of on the deed for the mines. It happens to be the matriarch at the in lead currently of our family organization that Michi has been banned from currently. What that ties into, I'm not sure, because we also have the Don. I keep saying the Don, Pinky's father per se, causing trouble on the flip side. It seems like he's either trying to cover up something or maybe he's lending us a hand. I'm not sure how the story is twisting, because also Toki, our supposed oath brother, has been causing trouble too and meeting with the mayor, but what of, we don't know. And is it actually Toki? This is where it gets interesting. So here's where we lack the funds currently. It looks like we need 12 billion, and instead I only have 14 million available, and I've only spent about 18. So we're gonna go ahead and slap a little bit of money in there, and we'll return here in just a moment and go back to our other achievements real fast. Actually, go ahead and do this real quick. I bet we could do this pretty fast. That takes up to 110, 30,000. All right, well, I guess we better hurry up and get to setting up some jobs, actually. So with that being said, we are going to talk to the big baddie over there, and then I'm going to load up some jobs first, actually. So I will see you on the flip side, if not already by that time we get there. See, as I very much expected, here we get to take Nico, roll the cat. Nico, finally out to the tea farm. Let us see where you need to go. Which way you need to go? Is it that way? Is it that way? No, it's not that way. Where you need to go? Show me the direction you need to go, Mr. Roll. All right. Yeah, a lot's happened. I have actually now finally on some. Wait, I'm going to set this up real fast before I go too far, because I am so bad. I forget this every time. I forget to set up jobs, which means I forget to set up income, which means I can't fully finish the end until I get to that point. However, work with me here in just a moment. I'm going to set us up a Grand Prix and then set up some jobs I had started, but then I got sidetracked. Oh, I'm just so terrible at this. I will be right back. There we go. I filled out the roster there. I get so far ahead of myself. I get so excited when it comes to recording and making these videos and just playing the game in itself, getting the opportunity to play. And as I said, I'm finally on my first day of vacation. Oh gosh, such long needed planned vacation here. However, getting a little bit of personal time to play and get to showcase some different things. I just forget to, I get ahead of myself, but that just happens in life in general sometimes. I am an individual that tends to get excited, and then with that being, it's just so much happens. Not excitable, I guess. That's rather, I guess, could be argued since my videos tend to show so, but I just like to have a good time. There is nothing wrong with that. Here we go. Oh, there's no room for failure, but I mean, what are you supposed to do against wicked nightmares? I mean, that's kind of a unexpected scenario you'd think you'd run into. However, let us manage. Huzzah, and see if we can assist. Okay. 2, 3. Holy smokes. Yeah, this one was awesome. I found this. We happened to find a lot of these whenever we finished and completed our stuff. I haven't done enough completed sending off the items that you can get from the machines that upgrades those. But anyway, a lot of these other extra cards like this we found during our time trials, but this one we found during some of the achievement completions. So here we go. There is a reason to finish some achievements. Not, however, yeah. The show must go on. You have to apologize for me with the reading on this one. I don't feel like sitting here with a high-pitched voice the entire time as I read through this. It's not that I'm not dedicated to. I just feel like I apologize for troubling you with the past again. Even though it's Michi, I just feel like that wouldn't really be truly childish. The past is inescapable in this town. We have discovered the matriarch's name on the deed to the mines. We believe they were left here to her in your son's will. We assume that your son received the deed upon your husband's death because you wanted out of this life. If I can offer some advice, Michi, you should leave this to your matriarchs. Some of these things are better off being kept from the light. She probably honestly really has no speaking in that regard, doesn't speak anything like that, and I know I am not doing a very good Julia Child's impersonation, however. Let's keep on rolling. I understand that a boss must shoulder secrets for the good of the family. However, I am her lieutenant, and it is my responsibility to protect her at all costs. There is a large conspiracy working against my family. Whatever is happening threatens to destroy everything the matriarch has built. I am the janitor, and I will clean up whatever mess she needs me to, whether she knows it or not. Please, Miss Shizuki, do you know anything about this? I am sorry. I took an oath to the man I devoted my life to. I'm sure you can relate. I am truly sorry. This is for your matriarch to decide. If she decides to tell you, I can't help that. I made a promise to someone and I will keep it. I hope you understand. I do. Sometimes promises are all we have, and your voice is very screeching. Sorry for digging into all this, Grandma. You are a wonderful granddaughter, Pinky. I've always expected that you'd be the one to change this town. Man, this feels like something awesome is going to happen. Nothing awesome happens in my world. Stop being such a downer. We're about to change this whole dang town. And I get to hang out with the ex-Yakuza. Technically ex-Yakuza, so it's kind of cool. Who's complaining? Michi? I think you might be right. We need to be going. Please excuse us. See ya! Keep out of trouble! What's the plan? Is Poltergeist ready for another operation? That's cool. Spy Pinky. I mean, solid copy, janitor actual. We need to find out who the mayor is meeting. By the way, I do want to mention, I love that the music is sped up once you get out of these screens, but then they slow them down. It's very suiting, very fitting for the moment, and some of these songs sound really, really good slowed down. I like this one. Think it's my dad? We need to find out. I'm going to sneak in the mayor's office and hide in a locker. You watch out from across the river and let me know when the targets are on their way. Let's go, Oscar Mike. Let's get Oscar Mike. Oh, I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I truly wish to be. Let's see just how far you be. You really need to go all the way over there. So, having knocked out pretty much everything and collecting everything, I kind of ousted myself. I lack the content in the sense of I'm not able to create content anymore. I mean, I can go and drive there. I mean, let's just do it. What I guess just making an issue or an excuse or whatever it may be. However, we are learning quite a bit, but again, I don't know if there's ill intent or if this is all for the good. I feel like we are. Honestly, I don't feel like I know we are. We're being ran around in one huge circle, but what does this whole town have to do with our family? Because it seems like at the same time, our family got involved and then things kind of got turned upside down after things seem to be going up. I don't know. We're going to find out relatively quick here. I know. We're going to see just who it is we're going to meet. Because I like that Pinky is going to sneak on in. Whoopsies, I should go to the front side. Where are my manners? Well... Oh, I'm not even at the right spot. Okay. Here, I'm... Whoops. Alright, if you give me just a moment, I'm going to respawn out of this little cubby hole and... Let's go! Here we are. That's was kind of embarrassing. See, I get so distracted in trying to create what I'm supposed to be talking about or what I think I need to be talking about that, yeah, it just never happens. Actually, before we do this, what am I doing? We still have one last opportunity that we can go make an embarrassment out of the mayor. Let us go ahead and do just exactly that. I mean, it is here in front of our own agency anyway. Alright, 100%. I believe this should be the very last one, unless there's another one that I'm missing. However, let's go ahead and proceed on. Yeah! Vote for Pinky! Sorry for those stretching sounds. Sometimes it's nice to have a good stretch. What a lovely day in Casamachi. Thank you for coming to this rally. I know you all recognize everything that I've done for this town. I'm sure I can count on your support in this coming election. I think we all agree I've done a great job in this town, and... Hi, can you believe this guy again? I'm going to open up a can of something on this rally. Don't let him provoke you. When he says something, just let me give you a prompt. Yeah, I know. Don't go off script, I will tell you the best argument. Just follow my lead. This town hall stands as a pillar of our community, a representation of the strength I have to improve our town. Like this building, I will build something that will last forever. You cannot elect a mascot backed by a thug into office. How would that be different to this now? Alright, let us ask them. What? How would that be different from this now? You worked with Yakuza and tried to hire people to burn our agency down. Those kids have now become our valued employees. We're helping the community. I wouldn't have used that argument. I mean, they are good workers in turn, but either way. I would really like to see Pinky within their mascot outfit on the truck. I mean, that touch would just be a nice little flare on top of the ice cream sundae. Nonsense, you don't see what a fool this stupid mascot is. Well done, Pinky. I will rebuild businesses and bring the tourism back to Casamachi. He should talk to the businesses. Appeal, confidence, give them the Pinky touch, give them the vote, say we'll help. That's not true. You don't care about the businesses here. Everyone is struggling because of you. We've been helping the businesses here, and I will be a champion for everyone here. Right on to the next one. Yeah, eat it, Maida. No, nonsense. You don't see what a fool this stupid mascot is. Well done, Pinky. Under my office, this hall has been the center of prosperity in this town. Reassure, say you'll help, argue, appeal, confidence. Let's say ask, what prosperity? What prosperity? You only care about how much money you make, not the businesses here. You haven't spent the renovation fund, and you're under the investigation. You're a crook. Way to hit him hard, hit him fast, and hit him strong. Let's see what the final statements are finally. Please vote for me in the election. Let's get this crusty old geezer out of the office. Maida has ruined this town. He doesn't care about anyone but himself. I bet he's probably got a wicked problem with his Pinky. Oh, Pinky! See nothing but violence and chaos with this mascot. I hope you will all vote for me, your devoted and selfless mayor. Thank you for your time. Pinky has won the crowd. I kind of mixed a showcase man and a TV host with our old man mayor there. Whoops. Thank you, everybody. I was wondering to see you all day. Wonderful to see you all day. I hope you vote for me in the election so that I can devote myself to helping you achieve your dreams. You imbeciles, you can't support this joke, mascot, after everything that I've done for you ingrates. Stop talking, Maida. The people of this town love me and are ready to see you start taking a hike. Well done, Pinky. The mayor won't be back here again. Hopefully at any other locations again. All right, ultra rare Pinky, candidate Pinky. Is that it? Did we do it? I'm not sure. I will take the time to figure that out very soon. Actually, I feel like, what are these over here? Hey, I'm missing things. I thought I've collected everything. I did not. I like this one. Classic hollow version. Actually, I'm glad I picked this up because this is something I wanted to bring earlier. I'm not going to show it. I haven't shown it, but there is something if you collect within the game, it opens up, I won't say a side quest necessarily, but it opens up other collectibles, collectabilities, which is one you've seen on Pinky currently in this gameplay, but also something like this. There are other different various forms. I'm not going to show all of them. That's a great opportunity for you to check for yourself. However, a great editor's note just to bring that up momentarily, because this always gets left out on the editing block, chopping block when it comes to editing. Okie dokie. We'll go back over here. I believe we're going to go cause more trouble for the mayor. I think we're going to go cause a stink. Let's go cause a stink for him. Right into the section. Ooh. Yeah, go Pinky, go! I love this. I love the comic animations and John. She really said she was gonna hide in a locker. What's that closet? Either way. Hi, Poltergeist, this is Janitor Actual. Toki just arrived. Whoa, actually, was that Toki? I wasn't even paying attention. Who walked in? I'm gonna find out. Good luck, Pinky. Solid copy. I'm in position. Good. I can hear everything clearly. I can hear them coming. Going radio silent. This is exciting. I'm actually excited. You're taking too long, Ada. Me? You're not showing your results either. I've tried everything I can. The deed is locked away down legally. We've exhausted our options. I have decided to become more aggressive. Aggressive? Both of our futures rely on getting these mines. My new family is waiting, and you need to keep out of trouble. Toki is turning the tide? Turning tables. What are you planning? I'm going to kill her and take the mines. The family will finally die and be forgotten. If she wasn't around, we could just take the mines. There'll be no one to contest then. After that, the Nakamura Alliance will agree to anything the Fujiwara Syndicate wants. Once we have the deed, it can be buried and your secrets will be hidden forever. The Fujiwara must have a good offer for you. My own subsidiary, none of the Shimazu's traditions. Free reign to do things how I want. That is very prevalent. They've mentioned that very early in the game, that he is very open-minded and willing to try new things, but he dabbles into other departments and areas that aren't looked upon in such a good way, especially with the current family he is supposed to be representing. Anywho, will you be based in this town? You must be joking. The family that I'm working for are welcome to the mines. Someone else can manage those. When are you going to do it? Soon. I have one more thing I want to do to make them suffer. I want to see their spirits completely crushed before I finish her. Coming here was risky, but I needed to see their precious little agency. I need to see what I'm going to destroy. What about our agreement? It still stands. We need government attention off this town. Good. I can offer you a drink before you go. Some good stuff was just delivered to my home. Not today. You enjoy it yourself. I will do. Time to celebrate. Mother heckers. Poltergeist, come in. Loud and clear, Janitor Actual. Exfiltrating now. We need to speak to your boss. They're going to kill her for the mines. Let's get back to the agency. We need to call Nui and Yui. I mean, this story just took a deep dive, actually. I mean, I knew Toki was involved, but, I mean, he's actually involved, which is kind of a letdown. I'm not surprised. I shouldn't be surprised, but, wow, let's see. I wonder, is there going to be like a twist still at the end? There has to be something, I imagine. We're just going to be like, pulled right out of our seats right at the end.
俺らには時間の中。奴が福岡に戻っとる間にみんなをここに呼び集めんといかん。俺の家族を守らんば。
This is a steep challenge.
じゃあみんなに電話してよ。あたい部屋を用意しとくからさ。
Thank you for your hospitality, Pinky.
おじちゃん、なぜ電話したのですか？
You should be calling me on this line, basically, is what she's saying.
トキはどこにおるかわかるか？
なんで気にすっと？トキはおじちゃんの尻拭いしとるとこち。いい子にしとるけ。
I think what's interesting is predatorial, like as these two girls are, have been portrayed as almost, you know, silent assassin types, that they were so fooled by what's going on around them.
それでどこにおるとや？
But I like pressing the question. Make them answer the question. Don't let them be vague and skirt around it.
トキは町の外で昔の組員と会っております。島津には味方が必要ですので。
I apologize. That's almost like telling your parents you're somewhere else and you're really not there. But again, the slowing down of the music. I hope I mentioned this in the earlier bit of this video. I really love the slowing down of some of these songs. It makes them sound very suiting for the situation going on.
いや、奴は過疎町におるとぞ。さっき町長と会いよった。姉さんば殺そうとしとる。
I hope this isn't something that they were expecting for us to find out, and then all we're doing is actually causing more trouble. I think I'm just thinking more into it, further into it than I need to, but let's see.
本当ですか？なぜトキが過疎町にいるのでしょう？
ゆい、こちらポルターガイスト。合言葉、狐が俺を眠らせないった。
Code phrase. What's this code phrase mean?
了解。ポルターガイスト。ヌイ、所長とドンを連れてこい。ここを出るけ。邪魔する連中は全員始末せ。
You got all that from just what she mentioned that the foxes keep you up all night?
おじちゃん、私たちには隠れ家がないのです。他の組に奪われてしまいましたから。
過疎町に来んね。
できん。タタリがドンを襲うっちゃ。
タタリはでっち上げない。姉さんとドンが町を守るために広めた嘘たい。
Then Don would have already known they wouldn't have got him to begin with.
どういうこと？
ゆい、姉さんとドンが危なか。事務所で一緒に守るぞ。
了解。すぐ参ります。ありがとう、おじちゃん。
今の言葉は何やったと？
I hope you're referencing to what I was talking about earlier. That reference to the foxes keep
ジ
you
ョ
up
ー
all
ちゃ
night.
んたちが保険金詐欺とか暴動の仕掛け方とか教えてくれたとき、緊急用のコードネームと合言葉も決めたんだよ。
Ah! They gave me my code name and code phrase for emergencies.
口添えありがとうな。二人が来るのを待っとらんといけんね。
So basically, they gave you a safe word. Good, smart. It's like a soap opera. We just put the phone down and automatically everyone's already here. Walk out one door and right into the other. Welcome to the Promise Mascot Agency, boss. Thank you, Michi. I'm sorry for the trouble we are causing you. We can say differential, or we can say panicked. Keep a cool, calm demeanor during emergencies. No need to apologize, boss. I'm just glad you're safe. Thank you, girls. Thank you for acting in the boss's best interest, Uncle. We're glad our code phrase came in handy, Pinky. Oh my gosh, girls. It was awesome. I'm really glad you taught me how to break into government-owned buildings. Well, you did good, kid. Sorry about before. I'd give you the cold shoulder, too. I know you hate me, but thank you. Whatever, Dad. Please make yourselves at home. Uncle, no one knows that we're here except you and Toki. We can assume that he isn't speaking to the Nakamura Alliance because he caused all of this. We are in your care now. You can stop sending money to us. If the Alliance finds us here and come to take Mother's head, we will make our last stand. Thank you for everything that you have done for us and all the money you have sent. You never need to thank me, boss. We're ready to talk when you are ready. We're ready to talk when you are. We owe you an explanation, but I know you have work to attend to. We'll be waiting for you here. Whoa, whoa. My head is spinning. There is so much happening right now with whatever we are getting roped up into. I feel like what is happening is that Michi is trying so hard to protect his family that has helped raise him. In turn, has really worked hard with Pinky to turn this agency here into something that mascots can finally achieve and do a lot for this town. But I feel Toki is... I wonder if he's a scapegoat in all this, or if maybe he actually has, maybe he's the mastermind behind all this, or if there is still someone else pulling the strings. It's interesting. I have a lot going on. And actually, if you give me just one moment, I believe I'm going to take a second and use... I don't know what I was going to use. I'm actually just going to get a drink of water and refill up my cup. So if you give me just a moment, I will be momentarily right back. I think I was going to say use the restroom, but that has no tie into going and getting a drink. Maybe I need to go ahead and use it. Maybe that's my brain telling me that I need to use that opportunity while I'm out to do so. So while we're gone, please enjoy this wonderful, lovely scene of this Christmas tree while I maintain and be right back. Oh, I'd love to be an Oscar Mayer wiener. The song I've got stuck in my head now. I sang it once earlier now today, and this is all I'm constantly singing. That's what I truly like to be. And I don't know what I'm supposed to do other than getting it out. Cause if I was an Oscar Mayer wiener, everyone would be in love with me. That's better. It's just one of those songs, once you get it in your head, oops, I did it again. It gets in your head, it stays there for days, and you just can't do nothing about it. And I only just now realized I'm going the wrong way. Ha 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 ha. Alright. I do apologize for putting those songs in your head. But, 'tis as we should do. Let us go see what the rest of the story is happening and unfolding. It's escalating fast. But everyone is here now at the agency, and I think we've maximized just about almost everything that we can. I don't know. I'm hoping that we've pretty much got Pinky's election rating where we need it to be. But either way, we have two mascots wanting to talk about their life satisfactions behind the agency, and then we need to argue at the election rallies. So have I not finished it? Maybe I haven't finished it. Either way, let's go ahead and proceed on with the story. Alright, let's do it. Looks like this is going to take us some time. I don't know if I'm going to put the full bit in here or not, but being that it's probably so predominant and important to the story, I may, but we'll see just exactly what it takes us and where it's going. I think it's time that we find out what's going on in this town. Awesome. Let us go. It's been a long time coming. I really thought that was just a bunch of pinkies, like literal pinky laying back on the floor over there. We had clones or copies, but clearly not. Time to tell you some things. This should be good. Pinky, we'll sort out your family history later. Ask what you want, Michi. We owe you some explanations. Thank you, boss. We have managed to uncover a number of parts of this mystery, but there are still things we don't know. Where to begin? Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. First, let us start with Toki. Toki betrayed us. I'm sorry I didn't catch it. I knew something was up with him. You were too close to him and didn't see it. I've done this for long enough to see when someone's been turned. He was whining on and on about the future of the family, doing things differently and getting his own subsidiary. Then it just stopped. I figured he'd been turned. I didn't know if it was cops or another family that got him. Now we know it was the Fujiwara. They must have offered him something big, or he must think very poorly of us. If you suspected something wasn't right, why did you let him be part of that exchange? I didn't have anything concrete, just suspicions. If I was the police, we have enough contacts to know he'd narked on the deal happened. If I was the police, we have enough contacts to know if he'd narc on the deal happening. If it was another family, I assumed it was someone on the Nakamura Alliance who'd still want the deal to go ahead. He's ambitious. The other families like the look of him. If it was them, then it might just be a simple poaching, not a total betrayal. I was naive and didn't think the crap stains in Fujiwara had just got to him. What are we going to do about him? We don't know where he is. We left quickly and made sure he didn't know. Our surveillance at HQ is still operational, and we can see that he returned to find us gone, but after that, he left and hasn't returned. So we got a loose cannon with perfect eyes and a lot to lose running around out there. He's dangerous. We're here now, Uncle. He could try if he wants, but he'll end up in pieces. I'd rather avoid that. He's a traitor, but he's still family, after all. We're gonna need to deal with him. He's made his choices. So long as we prevent him from doing anything that hurts us, the world will deliver his fate. Besides, he's got the Fujiwara on his case. They'll cut him into pieces for us. What if I command it, Michi-san? Then it will happen, boss. Would it? Can I ask why our family's running the mine? Our original patriarch, my father-in-law, purchased the mines from the mayor. The town was bankrupt and the mayor needed a large amount of money quickly. The Shimazu family ran the mines as a workers' cooperative. Young men in the town would work in the mines and become family members, eventually getting promoted out. Old patriarch Shimazu oversaw the operation while young patriarch Shimazu handled the details. It's not very fluent. I don't think I'm saying that right. Dom recruited the workers and I made sure that they were paid, fed, and treated well. Why did we need a mining operation? My father-in-law used to be a mine worker in another town. Like all mine workers, he was treated badly and suffered at the hands of the union busters. When the mine he worked at closed, he fell into the Yakuza. He rose to the ranks quickly, married, and raised his son, my late husband. After he formed the Shimazu family, the opportunity to buy this mine came up and he took it. He was an idealist and wanted to run it properly, treating workers fairly and paying well. It was going well, but we should have hired experienced foremen. The young workers didn't know what they were doing and the disaster happened. So the mayor sold the mines to Yakuza because he was desperate. The town was bankrupt and he needed money quickly. We made him the best offer we could. Leasing it would have made more money over time, but he needed a lump sum quickly to cover up his mistakes. He never should have sold them, and he certainly should have sold them to a crime family. But that's the heart of all this. A crime family owning government land where a disaster occurred. So this is why it was a forbidden topic. If the truth came out, the government would destroy us, our family would be picked apart, and we'd be imprisoned. We deserved to be punished for what happened, but that would help no one. I couldn't let my dream die of peace because of the Fukuoka families. Too many people are depending on us to make things stable. Everything that happened with the mines would tear the family apart if it came to light. I had to erase history as much as possible. I'm truly sorry, Michi-san. I never thought that you'd become embroiled in all this history with the mines. I knew it was a possibility, but it was out of the options. You were too tenacious when it comes to cleaning up my problems. I share the same flaw as my late husband and his father, optimism, which seems to be what caught them in the end. This is going to be a long talk, so I might even make this just a special little bit, a video on its own. I don't know. This will be interesting to see because there's still a lot to talk about: the disaster, the curse, and the mayor itself. So let us start with the curse. This is what has been eating at me. I want to know so badly what the curse is and why it was initially created. We've kind of got pieces together, but enough. Stop talking, Chris. Let's go. We spoke to your friend, Mr. Kaneko. Did you know? I'm sorry to say that all this took was a 97,000 bottle of sake to get him to talk. That cheap son of a monkey. What did he tell you? That he wrote an article about the curse. That he wrote an article that the curse with information that you fed him. He knew it wasn't true, but still had it. But still did it and helped you perpetuate the Kasamachi curse. After the mine's disaster, people in this town started believing there was a curse. They'd be angered the mountain spirits with our digging. That we'd angered the mountain spirits with our digging. That Tanuki statue appeared on the same night and people got really spooked. When the men that weren't in the disaster started dying off not long after, people believed it was the curse. We needed to keep people away from this town, so I made sure to spread the curse as much as I could. This is a weird town, you know? That it used to be 2 villages and one was a bunch of savages that had an evil cult. I don't know if the mountain spirits exist or not, but other people believe in them, and that was enough for us. Telling people that the town kills Yakuza men has kept it safe until now. The janitor's too good at digging. Toki's sculpted butt has been coming to town without a concern for the curse. He's asked to meet me at the edge of town, but then he secretly met the mayor at the mansion in his town hall. The mayor knows the curse is fake. He helped spread the lie back in the 90s. That's probably how he found out about you as well. Just reading that out loud coming from Pinky is what gets me on that. She's gotta slide those in there. We joined the Nakamura Alliance after we left Kasamachi. The chairman knows we were involved with the mines, but did know the curse is a hoax. So we can tell everyone that the curse is nothing but lies? No, we still need to keep the Yakuza away from this town. The people here don't deserve our kind coming and making their lives worse, because they would flood in and try to take it, that is for sure. I love it. Gosh, Pinky, you slide more of those in and I would be a lot more entertaining and interesting to listen to, that's for sure. Keeping people away, the Tanuki statue or the mayor. Let's go with the statue. This one's interesting as well. I love that they do this comic style animations. The Tanuki statue suddenly appearing was a good coincidence. The spirits in this town work in mysterious ways, do they not? The first patriarch wanted it built as a gift to this town, correct? He was really proud of this town. When he bought the mine, the town was bankrupt and there was no work. The mines helped the town rebuild. It was tough work, but everyone worked together. Humans and mascots worked and partied together. There was a mascot in town called Kokimaru. They liked making things. Big Koki works for us. Really? I had no idea what happened to him after we left town. He was good with the clay that we pulled out of the mines. The patriarchs asked him to make the statue as a surprise. He felt that the town had been blessed with good fortune and wanted the tanuki at the entrance to the town to keep bringing that good fortune. Big Koki had been building it up in the hills, but the typhoon caused a landslide and it slid down into the lake. People get the shape-shifting myth into their head and started talking like the tanuki was a guardian the town from Yakuza. Was guarding the town from the Yakuza. I didn't tell him otherwise. Alright, keeping people away, the mayor. Let's go with the disaster. The disaster was caused by a typhoon hitting and trapping workers in a badly secured tunnel. They were trying to get as much as they could out in the new tunnel, if I understand it correctly. Sadly, yes, a once-in-a-generation typhoon hit this area. The workers had just discovered a rich new seam of coal. The patriarch promised them a bonus if they could get a lot ready for the next shipment out. That was before the typhoon was on the horizon. As soon as we knew it was coming, we told them to abandon the mine until the typhoon had blown over. Sadly, the machismo ran rampant in the workers. Machismo ran rampant in the workers. Machism. The promise of a bonus was too much, and a lot of the workers stayed in the mines. The machoism. When the typhoon hit, the mines flooded. We tried to get the workers out, but they had been too hasty with the supports in the new tunnel. The supports collapsed, and they were trapped. They drowned in the flood while we tried to get to them. We wept for them, but there was nothing we could do. After that, the townspeople wanted us out. They blamed us for inflicting the Kasamachi curse on them. There was a dummy investigation, but we paid the police, and their superior is off. The Shimazu family had a secret to hide, and so did the mayor. He shouldn't have sold the town to lands to criminals. Interesting. So it seems like a lot was deflected at a very important time. It seems like giving a promise of something like such as a heavy bonus, which I do understand that myself. When you are looking for needing money is what I'm referencing. Sometimes you'll do anything that you can, and one of those being continuing work during hazardous conditions, and they chose to do so, and unfortunately it worked out in the opposite way. This is going to be a long playthrough or run through on this, so this will be interesting. A lot to still talk about. The cover up, the worker deaths, or keeping people away. Let's do the worker deaths. We know about the moonshine. They started making that swill by themselves. We didn't know about that. We didn't know about it. That was all on them. They had already poisoned themselves before we could tell them it was a bad idea. They were paid well, but they got it into their heads that if they could brew their own booze, they'd be even better off. Did you stop them? We tried, but you know how people are. They didn't obey the rules like they should have. Young Yakuza are all hotheads that they think better. Young Yakuza are all hotheads think they know better. They ran their little operation in the tunnels and used runoff water. They wanted to keep it a secret. The water was contaminated with all sorts of crap from the mine, and when you get into the lower levels of the coal, there's some bad stuff. So they were all drinking every night, and that only got worse after the disaster. Everyone wanted to drown their sorrows. It ain't a quick death, but it gets worse as time goes on. All of them poor souls died from liver failure caused by the moonshine. Don and Fukukata both survived because you didn't drink the moonshine, correct? Fukukata always stayed away from the moonshine. He was an officer. Me, I missed out on the liver. I missed out on a liver since I'm a finger. We wouldn't party with the workers, but I have a taste for whiskey and their moonshine smelled foul. And you kept the lie going, saying that it comes from everyone eventually. People believe that believe what they want to believe. Ah, that one's interesting. I do get that one too. Bootlegging in the fashion. You got to keep it secret. You got to keep it hidden. So they came up with an alternative, but it just happened to be that alternative was actually for the worse for wares. It did not do good for anyone. Let's proceed on and find out about the patriarch and his death. The patriarchs didn't die from the curse, did they? It's true that our founder had a heart condition. Yes, he had a generic heart condition that he struggled with. He devoted himself to the project, and when the disaster happened, he was consumed by despair. It broke his heart, and it was too much for him. He was a heavy drinker, and that made it worse. The men in the Shimazu family all suffered from heart problems. His despair and drinking triggered a fatal heart attack. Sayoshi took over after his father died, and we ran the family together. He died of a heart attack 2 years later. We spread the lie that both of them died from the curse, and everyone believed it. We had to keep other families away from this town. It seemed to have worked, as you see. The mines are vulnerable, and our mistakes would have cost us too much damage if it became public. We had to use their deaths to help hide our secret and protect the family. Dang shame that both went out that way. They were too young and were both wonderful leaders. After all they did for everyone, and then their hearts finished them. Yes, it was an unbearable heart attack. I still miss Toshioshi every day. Sayoshi, I miss Sayoshi every day. Hi Sayoshi, I miss Toshio every day. I hope he can forgive me for how we used his passing. I had to take a drink of water. I think that's why I keep messing up. Sorry. I gotta fill up my water bottle. I know he did. They were both family men who would do anything to protect us all. I totally understand that one. Cover up keeping people away. Let's proceed on. We haven't worked out why you need to keep people away. What's so important here? Yeah, why not so? You guys are all about wiped out. You guys are all about wiped out, right? The Shimazu family won't go down so easily. We're protecting the mines for us and for you, Pinky. You don't know this, but the Shimazu family have made a promise to you. To me? Pinky, what role did you have in this? Your father has given his life to the family. He worked too hard and had never made enough time for you or your mother. I know you think he abandoned you here, but it was to protect you. He didn't want you involved in this life. You were his angel, and this life is too dangerous. If someone wanted to get to him, they'd get to you first. My husband and I promised this agency and the mines to you. You would have a business and land to sell, a chance to live a peaceful life. Actually, interesting twist. What? That's the truth. I made a lot of mistakes with you, Pinky. You deserve a better father. I did what I could, but it wasn't enough. It isn't anything near what I owe you, but the business bosses wanted to make it right as much as they could. I thought you were just a deadbeat dad who ran away from his obligations. It broke my heart, but it was better than you think that. It was better you think that. I didn't want you close the distance between us and get involved in this life. I don't regret being an outlaw, as it was my only choice, but you're too good for that. Always here, always were. You got your mother's nice side. We'll talk about that later. Have a heart-to-heart. Hang on. I am 34 and have been mopping horrifying fluids in this hotel until you need Michi to come here. When were you planning on letting me have this cash cow and giving me a chance to enjoy living? That's a very good statement, Pinky. Hit him hard with that. Hit him hard, hit him fast, and hit him strong. I mean, it seems like they were just willing to let this keep riding and riding on. We needed to complete the exchange with the Hera Federation to buy our safety. I cannot give the mines to you until the janitor has cleaned them. Me? That's where Michi's coming in. They need to be cleaned. For that to happen, we need to be free from the predations of the Fujiwara. I'm sorry. I need you to trust me. We will make it up to you. To cover up the mayor's secrets in the mines. Let's do the mayor. The mayor has been going crazy trying to get control of the mines. Do you have any idea why? The mayor contacted me a year or so ago. He was ranting about the mine deed. He said he had them illegally and the mines belonged to the town. The purchase was conducted legally by my father-in-law. They were passed down to his son, who left them to me. I legally own them. I suspect he needs a lot of money quickly and wanted to sell the mines. I had no idea who would want to buy them, though. The land is difficult to build on. Coal is important now, and there are a lot of dead bodies down there. He wouldn't sell to anyone legitimate. Interesting. Very vague on what the mayor is trying to get into, but it sounds like he's just trying to get himself out of trouble, or maybe he's into a lot of money debt. I don't know. I thought he had a bigger pull into this than I thought, but anyway, secrets in the mine. What else is in the mines? For all this cover-up, there must be other things you want to keep secret. Our ties to the disaster are enough. We want the mines forgotten, so our mistakes can't come back to haunt us. Forgive me, boss, but I know there is more. Can you tell me about Miko? What about her? She knows a secret about these mines that she refuses to tell me. She made a promise to your father-in-law to keep it a secret. You certainly have been digging through this town. Well, I am the janitor after all, and it is my job to thoroughly clean up. That is her story to tell, not mine. I took an oath not to divulge the secret, but I think you need to know about it. Can you take us to see her after this discussion? Yes. Ooh, more secrets to find out. Cover up. An investigation was opened, but the Shimazu family funded the mayor's attempts to bribe the investigators, correct? He knew how to make the investigators go away, but he needed money. So the Shimizu family gave the money to buy the hotel trips, meals, and call girls for the investigation company. Not just the investigation company, but the oversight committee as well. Everybody got paid off, and the investigation concluded it was a freak accident. We had good intentions, but those aren't the same as proper safety procedures. What we did amounted to gross negligence. Were we to be held responsible, the family would have been destroyed. You know some very specific things. How'd you find all this? I broke into the nice Pinky. Yeah, I broke into the mayor's mansion and stole all his paperwork. Nice work, Pinky. Alright, and last but not least, unless they open up more, the Fujiwara Syndicate. What does the Syndicate, Fujiwara Syndicate, want the mines? Drug smuggling. We used to use them for contraband. They're perfectly positioned on the coast. Korea. The mayor will turn a blind eye to boats ferrying drugs into the tunnels. The coastline is riddled with mines and tunnels dug during the war. It would have been hard to start connecting them to create a network. Excuse me. It would have been hard to start connecting them to create a network that could process and disperse the drugs to different towns. Our alliance with the Hara Federation in Tokyo would have made our territory impenetrable, shutting the Fujiwara Syndicate out of the Kaishu for good. So they sabotaged our deal with the Hara Federation to force you into selling the mines? I presume so. The interesting part is that the only person who knows that I own the mines is the mayor. Fujiwara must have some leverage on the mayor, and he is being forced to get the mines for them. They may be monsters. They may be monsters, but they know just marching in and taking over will attract too much attention to their own covert drug operations. If there are truly no other options, we could sell them. I don't understand why the mayor would want to sell the mines to the Fujiwara. Have we more to gain by holding on to them and getting repeated payments from the Fujiwara? I suspect he's got himself into a lot of trouble and needs a lot of money quickly. He's a fool if he thinks the Fujiwara are going to just give him all that money and that will be the end of it. He has chosen a poor path. Think this is related to the Kyushu Renovation Fund? Kyushu Renovation Fund? Kaishu Renovation Fund. What's that? The fund that was given to struggling towns. Kaishu Kasamachi received it 2 years ago, but it wasn't spent until now. Maybe the Fujiwara have provided him with the money after he lost it. We have an associate in town hall who is helping us investigate the connections. We should wait for him before we speculate. Sounds like a good bet, though. Wow, that was a lot to read. I am sorry for anything, clearly everything, that I messed up during that reading. It's a lot to read. I was well underprepared. I have not had my water or anything. I was conclude. Is that everything? I believe so. I apologize for keeping this from you, but we didn't know what was happening. We were in the middle of a crisis. I understand, boss. You all need to stay here. There are people we could trust in this town. We've all got our own gang of thugs. A man on this side, a man on the inside, and we've got an army of mascots. What else do we need? Thank you, Michi. You have certainly made a good new family here. I was lost when I arrived here, but they have all accepted me for who I am. No matter what happens, I am very proud of you, Michi. Thank you, boss. I always try to remember how you raised me. Please make yourself at home. We will figure out our next step soon. Aren't you forgetting something, boss? What? We need heroes. This is not the time. Get that broom out your caboose. What are you talking about? We need mascot support heroes. When a mascot gets in trouble, heroes help them out. Pinky. Would you two be heroes? I love being so straightforward. That's good, Pinky. Just get it out of the gates. Go. I'm not sure that would be appropriate. Please, Matriarch Shamizu? Ah, so cute. Of course. How could I have been so callous? We would love to. Hey, Pinky. Works every time. Hit him strong, fast, and hard. Good grief. Anything we can do to help, kiddo. Fantastic. You don't need to do this. But Pinky is so cute and needs our help. Good grief. Pinky, we should phone Mr. Sato. Hello, Mr. Michi. Mr. Sato, we have some answers to some of our questions. Mr. Boss Matriarch Shimezu has come to town and filled in some gaps of the mystery. I'm still breathing. There we go. I see. Thank you for sharing that information with me. I shall continue to investigate the connection between the mayor and the Fujiwara Syndicate. I shall be in touch as soon as we learn anything. Thank you. We'll do the same. Alright. Got an awesome hero card out of that. Awesome. Get another awesome hero card out of that. Right on. Actually, I'm not going to lie. I truly expected these cards to be much higher in regards of quality than just, where they are. All right. Wow. That was a lot. But we also learned so much out of that. There was a lot that we learned out of all this. Holy smokes. All right, let's go. Let's see what the next destination is. Let us proceed on. Is it taking us? Nah, this looks like it's out past the Tanuki station. But wow, this has been a lot. I'm really enjoying this so far. Up to this point, Promise Mascot Agency, as it stated, when we first began, I was just about as lost as Michi was and confused as Pinky, wondering why has someone taking on this endeavor and what would be the reasoning for it. However, with that being said, I have been enjoying my time working with the mascots and managing them. It's almost like a management sim in layman's terms. You're not really just focusing on that though, but it does help with the sense of when you apply it to the mascots. Oh, actually, where is this thing at? Oh, okay, we're going all the way over here. I didn't realize that. But there's also the adventure side of things. We get the open world here. We get to see a bunch of different sides of Masokachi. Oh my gosh! What is happening to my brain right now? I believe I have been reading so much. Kasomachi is what I was trying to say. Let's hop on over right now and speak to this lady and get this secret real fast. I know that they mentioned real brief right after we got done speaking. I'd like to find out what the secret is. She told us to ask our... Let's go! She told us to ask our matriarch, and she wouldn't reveal it, so here we are back. My little Eggman needs a bonus. Welcome to Shizuki Coffee. You don't have to treat us like customers. Come on now, we're coming in for something you already know. Miss Suzuki, I have spoken to Matriarch Shizuma. Would you be willing to talk to us all about the mines? The time has come, has it? Very well. Thank you. I shall return with her soon.
Suzuki-san, お久しゅうございます。
Miss Suzuki, it is a pleasure to see you again. I like how they're standing there watching guard. I like how they're watching guard over there. That's just interesting. Just nice little detail to the game, maintaining what they're supposed to be doing, I guess, for their job or their positions.
それじゃ単刀直入にそこにおる若い種の道真が謎を全部解き明かそうとあちこち駆けずり回っとったとやろ。
That's an understatement.
その通りです。あたしらでこの町で起こっとることのほとんどを解明しました。すべてを知ったわけではありませんが、藤原会と町長が私に炭鉱の売却を求めとるのも分かっております。
Not only sell the mines, Toki was actually willing to go a step above and beyond.
ろくでなしどもが九州に大挙して進出しようとしとるんやね。
私らは部下の一人に裏切られました。奴は原総業との取引中に情報を漏らして私らを撃ったとですよ。
Speaking of, it's been quite some time since we have heard from him. I wonder where he is ran off to, what he is up to.
そいつらは何のために炭鉱が欲しがっとっとね。
麻薬と武器を韓国から密輸するのだと推測しております。
なんでまた炭鉱を？本土とつながっとうわけでもなかとに。
坑道は浜の一つに面しているので、沖合の船と炭鉱を漁船で行き来すれば運べます。奴らは坑道で積み荷を処理して島の反対側からボートで本土へ運び出すのでしょう。
I mean, in all reality, I can only assume it's how a lot of smuggling operations go. It's more of a magic trick, a trick of the eye, an illusion. Want you to look one way while we discreetly go another and proceed on with whatever that they may be doing.
過疎町のもう一つの利点は腐った町長がおることです。自分の利益になる限り何でも目こぼしするやつですから。
アンクゾ、金や権力のためなら何でもします。新車を買えようもんなら喜んで藤原会にこん町を差し出す勢いっちゃ。
So I'm learning the mayor just is corrupt and he's just greedy as all get out and really likes money.
町長はとんでもない腰抜けやし、藤原はその手合いを操る術をよう知っとるんやろね。
which, as she just so abruptly stated, it's makes you an easy target in the sense that one may be easily bribed by a high amount of money. Not always, but could very potentially well be.
この島の札どもは匂いも追わなきゃ噛みつきもしないしね。
藤原会が関わることで事態は最悪になっとる。炭鉱の秘密に藤原が関係しとるんよ。それがバレた時はあんたらもただでは済まんやろね。秘密を明かすことを死んだ旦那が許してくれるとよかけど。
I'm sure he will. I appreciate learning more about the backstory.
こんなことになってしまい申し訳ありません。その上あなたの約束を破らせてしまうなんて。
And I think all this started just from originally going to a setup meeting. Wow, lots unraveled since then.
私ね、旦那と約束を2つしたんよ。これから言う秘密を守ること、そして一家を守り抜くこと。その両方ともが果たせんとやったら一家を守る方を優先させるけんね。あれは昭和59年。旦那と私は主だった組長が集まる会合に出席したと。
I wonder if it's like a meeting of all the alliances or all the families in a sense. It says the gathering of the heads. So, heads of the major families. Duh. Obviously.
そん時、藤原会の傘下の組長が私を気に入って言い寄ってきたんよ。それが何週間も続いてね。奴は私をものにしようと過疎町に何度も足を運んできてさ。あまりにバカバカしくてね。私の旦那への愛は崩れん。そうやなかったとしても藤原はならずもんたい。
I think I'm only just now realizing that the Fujiwara are the guys from before. In the very first playthrough we have, they're the ones that meet up with us and attack us on sight, I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe those are the guys, some of the alliance groups of guys that came, thugs that came to meet us.
連中は平気で仇を傷つけるし、仁義や礼節のかけらもなか。旦那は悪か言葉してきたかもしれんけど、あいつらんことは怪物じゃなかった。奴が最後に町へ来た時、妙に調子づいとったんよ。生きって暴力的やったけん、喧嘩の起こってね。私の旦那は心優しい人やったとさ。でもね、
Excuse me.
愛する者のためやったら暴力はためらわんかもしれんやったと。当時幹部が茶樺持ち歩くとは普通やったんよ。伝統を無視して暴力ば好むギャングやファミリーがバブルで生み出されたからね。
Interesting. Everything as we've built up to shows that this family doesn't support this type of thing. But it does go to show that even old ways can accept new ways, and new ways can also resort back to old ways and still learn things from them. But either what I'm getting at is, it's just nice to see that, or it's not nice to see, it's interesting to see, is rather, she mentions the bubble economy, which gave birth to gangs and families that favored violence over tradition. Sometimes it's easier to just skip the old, long, hard process and just jump straight to the end sometimes. But ideally, it's not always the best route to take.
私らには守るもんがよーけあったし、茶化もよか値段で手に入ったんよ。旦那は攻撃用じゃなくて護身用として見とったけどね。その日、藤原の付きまといは手のつけられんくなって旦那が激怒したんよ。そしてそいつの眉間を茶化で打っちまったのさ。旦那はいつも衝動的やったけど、そいつの目から命の抜けていく様を見て自分の犯した過ちに気づいたと。
Attacking another head family member, that would be basically placing a price tag on your head.
島津の人間が茶化を使ったのはそれが初めてで、 それは一家を滅ぼしかねんもんやとね。もし傘下の組長を撃ったことの知られたら、藤原会はあたしらに攻め入って島津一家を潰しとったやろうな。
So he must have kept it a secret.
あれはあってはならない過ちやった。旦那は即座に一家で茶化の使用を禁じたんよ。
Which now, hindsight's an amazing thing, jumps to present. We see now why the family is so strong against drugs and guns, violence.
死体は持ってた茶化全部と一緒に炭鉱へ捨てた。何もかもが忘れ去られるよう投げ捨てた。ドンと旦那で奴の車を本土の崖から落として事故に遭ったように見せかけたとさ。
あいつ悪か物をぎょうさん運び寄ったな。酔っ払って事故を起こし、タコみたいに崖から落っこちてったように見せかけとはそう難しくなかったっちゃ。
Simplistic in your approach,
もちろん藤原会が奴を探しに来たさ。納得したようには見えんかったけど、いずれにせよ証拠は見つけられんやったね。
つまり奴らが炭鉱を手に入れたら死体と銃が見つかるということですか。でも身元もわからないほど腐りきっているので。
valid and good question.
あんバカ、金の詰め物とひどか見た目の指輪をはめとったっちゃ。おいたちは慌てとってただそこに投げ捨てたわい。
But it makes sense, they didn't take the time to recover anything or recover the tracks, so they just left every full secret in and closed it on up. I'm starting to learn.
それに茶化は中国から仕入れたガラクタやったっちゃ。威力の低かフォローポイント弾やった。
Ideally being traced back to you.
確か着弾の衝撃で弾頭が潰れて貫通しないやつだよな。
Leave it to Pinky to know something like this.
なんでそがんこと知っとったや。
ユイが人質救出レッスンの時教えてくれたんだよ。
藤原は当時あたしらを潰したがっとったけど、中村連合の牽制があったのと証拠が見つからんかったとでそうはならんやったっちゃ。
So the alliance keeps everyone together, ideally, as long as no one steps one over one another.
でももし連中が炭鉱で死体を見つけたら原創業からの支援も失ってしもた今、味方するもんはおらんやろ。そうなったら藤原の武装集団がやってきて一家は潰さるっちゃ。そして奴らは長い間求めよった九州への足がかりを得るんやろね。
何としても
You go bold.
連中から炭鉱を遠ざけるぞ。
つまりこの炭鉱はあたいへの慰謝料として譲られる予定だったのに、そこにはヤクザの抗争を引き起こすような死体があるってこと？
Yeah, I gotta leave it to Pinky. That's a very valid point. I didn't think about that until now, actually. You left her with all this land and an opportunity to change for her life, but then was left with something that could potentially come back on them. Interesting.
慰謝料だよ、まったく。ああ、我が子よ。置き去りにしてすまなかった。土地をやるから売ってくれ。ところで、誰かがそこに入ったら、俺たちの汚い秘密が見つかって大騒動になるかもな。ってことかよ。
And put in that perspective, yeah, what were you supposed to do about that? You can't sell the land off. They were just worried about them themselves.
すまんかった。あんたが知るはずなかちを思うとったっけ。ほとぼりが冷めたら道に始末させて安全にしてから売るはずだったんよ。
They rely a lot on Michi.
ざけんな。あんたらどうかしてるよ。
As the world of the Yakuza.
お前なら裏社会を根っこから揺さぶるような銃と 秘密でいっぱいの洞窟を相続できれば喜ぶやろうと思っとったけどな。
But he makes a valid point there. I thought Pinky would be more excited about that than she has leading on. Much like me, she didn't think of it that way.
確かに一理あるよ。ダークな謎と銃が詰まった地下室なんて悪女のアンダーにはふさわしいかもだね。
I firstly started this game, I was very taken back by Pinky. I did not even think I'd enjoy this truly just because of the mascot character design, but I admit defeat, you got me.
オッケー、ありがとう、親父。
鈴木さん、秘密を明かしていただきありがとうございました。
で、これからどうすっと？
町役場で働いている友人がパズルの最後のピースば探しています。なぜ町長が炭鉱の売却に必死なのかです。それが分かれば藤原を炭鉱から遠ざけ島津一家を救うための計画が立てられます。
そうげんこつできっとね。
こいつは姉さんのためなら何でもやっちゃうって。で、あたいもバカで目障りなうっさんどもぶっ潰す覚悟はできてるよ。
Buzz, your vibe.
あんたら軍隊みたいなもんを相手にすっとよ。
That's an understatement, I feel like.
俺には守らにゃならん約束がありますので。
I feel like that's where the twist will come out. We have an army of mascots,
自
after
分
all.
のしおることの分かっとればよかけどね。
鈴木さん、もし藤原を阻止できなかったら奴らはあなたまで狙ってきます。もしどこかに行くあてがあればどうか。
If I'm to assume, her comment next is going to be, let him come.
みえこばあちゃんのことは心配せんでよかよ。銃は全部が全部炭鉱に捨てたわけじゃなかとさ。ちょろまかしといたごついの連中が来たらもっとっけんね。
She was a lot more chipper than I actually intended to more about it, so yeah, right on.
かっこよすぎだよ、おばあちゃん。
ほら、さっさと行きな。仕事のあったやろ。
We sure got quite a bit to do. Now I finally see where the upgrading comes from on these cards. I guess by the nearing ending of the game, we'll maybe have closed them in on the upgrading possible. Excuse me. Double T. They say they know why the mayor wants to sell the mines. Where are they? They want to meet us at the agency. Hockey says the election results are getting close. He says we should do any election rallies that we want to do before going to meet him. Your call, Obs. I think that's it, finally. Oh my goodness me, goodness gracious I. Oh wow, I think we finally finished everything. Up to this point. If you'll excuse me so bad, I've been sitting here shaking. I need to go change laundry around, go powder my nose, and grab a very fast snack. I will be back momentarily. If you will excuse me, I will be back momentarily. Oh, I feel rejuvenated. Flash, 100-yard dash. Speaking of, we are actually making quite the dash to the end for ourselves. But before we do, I don't want to finish all this fun and excitement. Excuse me. There's actually something I've been looking up. Whenever we were watching all of that, I was looking at my achievements prior, but there was also something that I noticed I had been missing, but I didn't realize it was something within the game is why I was missing it. I hadn't found it yet. During all the travels that I have taken, I have not located where this is. So for now, I'm going to see if I can get us at least a little closer to where we need to be and see if we can hone in on where this location is. Oh, this is taking some time. Oh, thank you for working with me. I believe this is one of the last few achievements that is left within the game, and I was actually so excited to find this real quick. I'm gonna hop in real quick. I just feel some kind of obligation that I have to do this Grand Prix, even though we're already well ahead and winning. I don't need to. There we go. All right, quick snack time. Excuse me about that. And let's go see what this was that I've been looking for so long. I find it funny when I see our characters get out of their vehicles. Ooh, a spooky ritual. Look at these freaks. What's going on here? People that believe in the old cult on this island are still hanging around. It went quiet for a while, but then an internet thread got popular. People believe in any nonsense they read online, and the cult got bigger. Are they dangerous? They won't bother anyone. They just turn up, conduct a profane ritual, and leave. What do they believe? Some crap about ancient gods and goats. Let's go before they induct you into their unspeakable sect and get you to perform a forbidden ritual conceived on a planet ruled by lizard men. Smart. Let's roll. Cultists, witness a profane ritual. Alright, I apologize. That took me so long to figure that out. That's what I was trying to find. There's a hidden little cave right there. So, I have to make this known. For anyone out there that has happened to see these videos, or just is even looking for achievement hunters, those of you that is looking to get every little section of this game, you get the opportunity to play, and you're looking for everything, right here. Right where you see my little character setting. That is exact... Excuse me. Oh my goodness me. Right here is where you need to be. Within this cave will be the achievement of the cultist. Alright, let's go. Last time? I don't know. Will this be the last time? I think instead we are going to go meet up with Pinky, or Triple T, Double T, Double T. I won't say Triple T, but we're going to meet up with Double T and see exactly what the results are of Pinky becoming mayor. Alright, I'm not going to include every little bit within this game here near the end. Within the first section that I'm going to include, that is the longest, most ultimatum section of it all. We learn a massive bit in back history into the game, which I think that does a big justice, not all, but big justice for the game itself. A lot of the stuff here after is important too. That's not the playing it down. It's just an even better opportunity for yourself to go and figure out what all these bits are to yourselves. But with this, I think we are drawing so close to the end here, and just exactly seeing how all this is going to unravel. I mean, this almost syndicate war, it seems like that's about to unravel. Alright, slowly but surely. Yeah. Here we go, arriving in style, dropping you off with the Air Force One. Let's see if we can cause a little trouble on the way. I love it. Hey, the car is... As a government official entrusted with the responsibility, I am honored to be able to announce the results for this election. In a landmark year, we had a new candidate into the race for mayor, and... Oh, just get on with it. We know I've won anyway. I don't want to be stood next to a mascot any longer than I have to be. I see. Well, without further ado, let me review the final vote tally. Better win, Pinky. So what would happen if I didn't get up to this point? And I wonder what would happen if I didn't actually get good results. I mean, I guess maybe she wouldn't have been elected, but how would the story unravel? I'm curious. Is she going to be elected here, even? I don't know. Maeda has his claws in this town. I hope enough people dream of change. The results have been tallied. We have a good voter turnout this year. However, a new dream, a new promise, a new future. Pinky! Oh! Is what I feel like old man Mayor over there is saying. Gosh, I just love the drawn animations and the hand-drawn pictures. These are just gorgeous. The blossoms over there, the people, the details on our characters, Michi, Bear, the crew that has been helping us, even Mr. Sato there, the vans, the truck. In a landmark victory, I can declare that Pinky is the new mayor of Kasamachi. Heck yeah! This has to be a mistake! Get blasted, Mayor! This election has been rigged. There's no way a mascot Brink could have won it! Sucks to be a crusty old geezer, huh? My lawyers will fix this. This is a joke. Good job, Pinks. I'm proud of you. Well done, Pinky. Yeah, let's all have a round of drinks. Celebrate. Woo! Grape juice for everybody. I'd like to thank Kasamachi for believing in me and placing your trust in me. I'd like to thank everyone that thinks I rule and Maeda in total clown shoes. I'd like to thank everyone that thinks I rule and Maeda is total clown shoes. I'd like to thank crusty old man for stinking just so hard. I'd like to thank Pinky. Enough. I promise to work hard for you and do my best to make your dreams come true. Yeah! Excellent! Congratulations. It's been a long time coming, but you finally got voted as mayor, and we are going to make sure we finally have made some change. Thanks for your help. Thanks for your help. I can't believe I'm the mayor of this dump. Is the character Pinky there actually in the costume? I don't see them in the costume. Can I go upstairs and kick that stupid old man out of my office yet? No, you are the mayor-elect. In a few weeks, you will become mayor and move into his office then. Awesome! I'll need to go get some anime statues of my desk, for my desk. There's no need to be uneasy about this. Let's just be complimentary and let Pinky enjoy her moment. You did very well, Pinky. Even though you had a lot of assistance from us and Michi. I couldn't have done it without you, boss. We're unstoppable. So now I just need to wait. A ceremony to hand over the title to a mayor will happen. That may or may not happen before I make a move on him with my investigation. And in the meantime, we need to get back to the agency and focus on the Fujiwara Syndicate. Indeed. This has been such a long time coming. So much has happened. I'm almost speechless as I was just halting to say. It's nice to see that we've made change to this little bitty town. I can't believe that so much has happened in so little time. But as I've stated before, it seems like so little has happened. It's insane. I mean, I can go back and look and count almost 10, if not 10 videos. Roughly, I could have made these a lot longer and made more in return, but it's just been fun. I like this game. It's not quite what I expected, and I never would have ever intended to pick this up had it been on its own. I did get this in a bundle sale, as I stated before, but all the more I'm extremely glad that it's in my library, because it's here to stay, and for good reason. Again, like, what in the heck is going on here? I didn't expect him to be here. But I guess after all, he is a mascot. I didn't consider it.
Hi!
It's Mike Miller! It's Mike Miller. I can't believe you've come to our little agency. Thank you for coming to see us, Mr. Miller. Please, just call me Mike! I'll have to tone this down just a little bit. Fell from grace after a scandal and took selling crap on late night TV. Got a break and now hosts the Mascot Grand Prix events. I have come to personally deliver some wonderful news.
Hi!
Kasamachi has been selected to host this year's National Annual Mascot Grand Prix. Get out of town. Here? Really? Despite being a country with almost nothing to speak of and no reason to normally be here, you've made quite a name for yourselves. The whole mascot industry has been shaken up by your quaint little agency. The Mysteries Match Figures of the Mascot Ranking Association want to host the National Annual Mascot Grand Prix here because of you. The Mysterious Match Figures believe in fostering new talent, even if I don't. We are grateful for their belief in us. I know this is short notice, and if it's not what I would have done, but the preparations must begin now. All normal Grand Prix will be put on hold. The Mysterious Match Figures have sent a construction crew to the castle to prepare the stage. We don't have much time. Why would they make a last-minute change like this? Did they even think about me? How much is the prize money? 1 million. Oh, that'd be great for just being a mayor. That is a lot of money. I know. It isn't normally that much. Maybe you've given the mascot industry a real boost. I don't know why the mascots and masked figures have put up so much prize money. It is unheard of. What would they possibly be thinking behind their inscrutable masks? The air of the building is making me quite queasy. Get better air conditioning. Please, get ready to participate. Goodbye. We're really doing something good if the Mysterious Masked Figures want to host a Grand Prix here. 1 billion might help us buy some allies. Act 4. The Janitor's Family.
何も持っていなかった僕に家族ができました。家族を守るためなら僕だって戦うつもりです。いいよ、参加するとろよ。君はオイラがいなきゃダメだろう。オイラだって家族を愛しているとろ。できることなら何でも協力するとろよ、所長。
Look at Tofu like Braveheart warming everybody up and bringing them around. Come on, let's go, Tofu.
その意気っす。よーし、もう特訓するしかないっしょ。
I don't know, for those of you headbanging right now, I am quite doing that myself. Gotta go now. I know I could go to the next panel side, but I actually kind of really do enjoy this. I just like listening and watching a bunch of different various guitar artists. There's a bunch of so much skill out there in this world. Yeah, we are. We're gonna blow this can wide open. Yeah. Inspire Tofu. Go, 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 go. All right.
ありがとう。俺がここに来た時は家族と言えるものを失っとった。みんなは俺を迎え入れてくれた。みんなを守るためなら俺は何だってするぞ。待てよ。俺らを守るとか。
So all this has left us up to, or leading us up to the castle. Wow, is this the end? I really don't know. It's going to be exciting to find out exactly whether all this work is leading us to success, or are we bound to fail and only fall due to the curse that we've only found out is not really real, sad to say, but made up to cover our family for a better, I guess is what we should say. Ideally, the story's told very well. I'm telling it in a very piss poorly way. However, let us proceed on to the National Mascot Grand Prix. Finally, there is a reasoning to be driving all through the castle grounds. Oh, I've been here so many times just because I forgot to... Oh. That's kind of cool. I really like to... I forgot to pick up all different trash and things, is what I'm trying to say. Gosh, objectives. Anywho, it is finally time. The music's getting quiet. Let's find out what the National Annual Mascot Grand Prix consists of.
Promise Mascot Agency のご登場かい？
I've completely had his voice wrong, but I love that ox and or bull statue with the figure behind it. That's really cool.
マイク・ミラーだよ。
Actually, all of them are there, even on the left side. Those are cool statues.
マイク・ミラーだよ。
出番を楽しみにしております。
I hit the wrong button. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump ahead during the voice acting. I hate that. I hit the wrong button when I was reaching for my water.
そうだろうね。このちっぽけで何にもない街だと娯楽に飢えてるだろうからね。ああ、早く終わらせて文明に戻りたいよ。
Well, at least you're honest, Mike.
じゃあ、グランプリのルールを説明しよう。
Please.
グランプリではマスコットがトラブルにどう対処するかを試すラウンドがいくつも用意されてるぞ。果たして立ち直れるのか、それとも絶望に押しつぶされるのか。
Kind of assumed it'd be written or wrote out, kind of like set up, I guess, like the original formats of the issues we run into, incidents.
スコアはラウンドごとに採点されるんだよ。さあ、スコアボードを見てみよう。
There's the figure. Neat.
採点はマスコットランキング協会のミステリアスマスクたちが行うぞ。さあ、頭を下げてお願いしとこうかね。
Nice touch, actually putting masked figures in there. Nice. Terrifying, mysterious masked figure. Inscrutable, enigmatic, good dresser. The terrifying being of an esoteric origin from the Mascot Ranking Association. Horrifying, mysterious masked figure. The dreadful feeling creeps over you. What could this mask be? Judge of life and mascots. Oh, judge of life and mascots. Where do they come from? It's too horrifying to speculate. Just fear them.
彼らの気まぐれで高得点か期待外れかが決まるんだよ。絶対に目を合わせないようにね。
I like you're building up a lot for the mascots.
ミステリア
Mask
スマス
figures
ク
as
の
well.
みんなよ。あいつら混沌の渦から生まれた恐ろしい神の王なんだからさ。
Just individuals with a lot of money and power. I think Michi needs to wear this.
アシスタントから聞いたんだけど、君らのマスコットトレーナーはしおりちゃんって言うんだね。しおりちゃんのおかげでマスコットも準備 OK。
Okay, are they pre-selected
こ
for
れ
me?
でも君にできることはなぜ。あとは進行を見守るだけ。所長ってのは気楽な家業ときたもんだ。
Sometimes it can be, and sometimes it can be even more stressful.
じゃあ僕はもう行くよ。やることが山積みなのさ。出場者は君らだけじゃないんでね。グッバイ。
Goodbye.
所長。
What's on your mind?
ミステリアスマスクから俺のいた世界の匂いを感じるとさ、血と暴力の匂い。なんかおかしくない。
Oh.
などってもいいんじゃない？
Pinky, don't be so naive. I'm gonna go with Michi's gut feeling on this. Alright, the best mascot agency will face tough challenges and compete to become number one. The National Annual Grand Prix begins now! I'm even sweating. I'm
年に
nervous.
一度のお楽しみ。全国マスコットグランプリにようこそ。
I don't even see our name on the list there currently.
マイク・ミラーだよ。
マイク・ミラーだよ。ほら、ミッチも一度行ってみなよ。
マイク・ミラーだよ。
That was good. I liked the voice actor's attempt. I like their... That was good.
その調子。
It's sometimes nice just to go with the flow. Sometimes just take the punches. It's for the best for everyone.
年に一度のお楽しみ。全国マスコットグランプリによう
Notice they don't say the mass figures of the Mascot Ranking Association.
長ったらしい前置きは抜きにして早速始めよう。各事務所のマスコットが6ラウンドを競い合い、審査員の採点によって勝敗が決定。
6 rounds.
恐怖と危険に満ちた試練を前にしてマスコットたちはどう対応するのか。勇敢で大胆に立ち向かうのか、それとも逆境に立ちすくむのか。
Ooh, we're gonna find out.
さあ見てみよう。すべてに決着をつける飽くなき挑戦がいざ開幕だ。
I'm now really getting nervous. All right. We are at the very, very bottom. 10th place necessarily. Looks like everyone's ahead of us after watching other agencies. Go Tofu! Tofu, Tofu, Tofu. I haven't got every single card upgraded, but that's okay. We're going to give it a shot. The nightmare begins. It is the Promise Mascot Agency prepared. Is the Promise Mascot Agency prepared for the test of tests? The National Annual Mascot Grand Prix. They've had an exciting rise to fame, but it will be for nothing if they can't beat these battles. First up, the Annihilation Flames. Tofu appears to be in trouble already. How wonderful. Just seeing it again gonna help you, pal. Ha 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 ha! I knew it! Promise Mascot Agency can't handle the real deal. We're gonna burn the place down. Send all the heroes you want, but they won't be able to help you. Go Tofu, we got this. Annihilation Flames. Ugh, that's a thing of the past. Huzzah! Oh my, it isn't going to help me. I am severely underprepared for this. Okay. Let us go ahead and use what we got. I wonder if it's take down as much as I can. There's no way. There's no way. No 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 no. All right. I mean, I've got a pretty good lineup. I like everything that we have going on so far. It's just you guys don't really leave me with. So I got 2. You take 1. You take me with 1. You leave me with 1. You leave me with 1. Okay, so who's got the most out of all this? You. And then you. Alright, that'll be my last few moves. And that'll be all I have. Oh man, oh I'm so nervous. I am actually understanding this format at all. Not like I thought. Oh, wait. I can go ahead and pinch one more out of this real quick. There we go. Whoa! Oh my! I dramatically... Oh, that's an understatement. I tremendously failed. Well, that's a surprise. Have the Rising Stars ran out of steam already? What the heck just happened? That was really unfair. No, really, I hope that all that was not for naught. I got speechless there for a minute. I'm still speechless. What happened? Maybe we just got really unlucky. Okay. Dude, that was more than unlucky. The other agencies didn't have a test like that. Oh, wait. I have to say, I am so speechless that I didn't even realize I was reading already what was being read. I was so shocked by seeing 10,000 life points and knowing I couldn't be able to handle that. I just said I wasn't able to upgrade all my cards, but wow, that's a real big punishment. Mike, are you in on this?
ではスコアを見てみよう。0ポイント。ゼロだ。そうなんだ。
こりゃまずいな。
ミステリアスマスクはそんなパフォーマンスじゃ満足してないぞ。
I feel like something's going on here.
忘れるなよ。4回失敗すれば即敗退だ。ハローモーニングエージェンシーが現在29ポイントでトップだ。プロミスが勝利するには30ポイントが必要だぞ。さあ次行ってみよう。
I think we were set to fail here. Something's going on.
プロミスマスコットエージェンシーまたも失敗。
Yeah.
こいつらもっとできるやつらじゃなかったのか。
Someone's making us look bad. Real bad.
おかしいだろ。絶対勝てっこないよ。
Keep on with that, Pinky. I feel like that's true. No one could win that.
今までの中で一番きつい戦いだよ。
なんかがおかしか。これ勝つのは無理やろ。
True.
やられっぱなしじゃないかよ。てめえぶっ飛ばすぞマイク。
ピンキー、夢が途絶えるかもしれん。
Only feels over because we're deck stacked against us.
そんなこと言うなミキ。
I think Pinky still wants to continue on. Keep the fight going.
ほんとさ、まずかことになってしもうた。これだけが頼みやったとに。
Someone somewhere has something up their sleeve. We just don't know it yet.
そんなん分かってるよ。
さあラウンド2のスコアを見てみよう。
0ポイン
Oh, I figured that one.
なんとゼロだ。
Double zero.
ミステリアスマスクもさらに失望の様子が隠せない。
Only two of them, though. I always expected
プロ
more
ミスマスコット
mass
エージェンシ
figures.
ー状況はかなり厳しい。あと2回失敗すれば敗退だぞ。ラウンド3。
I'm slow to the punch, only to realize myself that we are being duped. We're being hosed down for sure, like Pinky said.
はめられてしもたか。最初から仕組まれとったとやな。
Obviously rigged too. Oh, so bad.
そってね。マイクのやつ何が問題なんだよ。
すまん。お前をこんな危険な目に遭わせてしもて。
Don't count everything just down and out yet.
誰か俺らが負けるよう仕向けとるんや。
そんなん全部インチキだよ。他の事務所はこんな扱いされてないだろ。
難しかだけじゃなか。仕組まれとった。
Yeah, that's an understatement.
利用されてしもた。俺らが勝つために必死になっとることを誰かが知ってわざわざあざけり寄るとった。
But as I figured before, and I'm only slowly getting to realize, I wonder if this was Toki's plan from the beginning. Kind of take every opportunity and chance away from us and take what little hope we think we would have and give us nothing but despair. But let's see if we can overcome that.
マスコットを街から出さんといかん。なんてひどい間違いをしてしもうたんや。俺の見込みの甘さがみんなを危険にさらしてしまった。
スコアタイム。
0ポイン
3ラウンド終了。残るは3ラウンドだがしかしここでスコアを稼がないと敗退だぞ。
So I wonder if that means I guess I just have to have some points in general.
さあお家に帰る時間が来ちゃったよベイビー。ここでポイントを取れても勝利には3回連続のパーフェクトスコアが必要だ。もし勝てないんだとしても とんでもない結果にならないことを祈ってるよ。
俺らが失敗するように仕組まれとるのか。このラウンドは達成できん。他の事務所はここまで困難じゃなかったやろな。
Who's pulling all these strings, honestly?
おっと、栄えある全国マスコットグランプリが出来れの茶番だっていうのかい。よくもまあそんなたわごとが言えたもんだ。ひょっとして心が折れちゃったのかい。失敗の責任をこの素晴らしいイベントになすりつけたくなるほど弱々なのかい。
Twist is being that Mike isn't really a mascot, he's just wearing a costume.
プロミスマスコットエージェンシーってのそんなに情けないとこだったのかな。
本当にすまんかった。
It was a turn.
結果の見えとらんやった。予想しとくべきやった。
I think we all should have.
どうしたギブアップか。
島津の姉さんは始末屋を信頼してくれとったけど、これほどまでの厄介事は始末できん。家族を安全なところへ連れて行かんば。
I really like the music cuts out. It really got a really ominous feel to it.
島津はな、この新しい世界で生き残るためにお前みてえな時代遅れのチンピラなんかを信用すべきじゃなかったんだよ。伝統とか古臭い流儀とかで目が曇っとったんやな。
俺は大事な人たちを殺し屋から守らんといけん。
道真、お前がこの世からいなくなるの俺が見送る時が来たんだよ。最後の瞬間に愛する人間が全て俺の手で死んでいくのもただ眺めとくんだな。結局お前は始末屋ですら片付けられん面倒を起こしただけなんだよ。
Maybe the janitor doesn't have to clean it up.
あんなのはくだらん事業と言うたやろうも。チンピラ野郎がマスコット野郎が今社会に生きる価値もなか。お前が人生で勝つ気はこんわい。
実存的危機領域を展開してるってことはあんた本当に絶望を感じてんだね。
What the Pinky, where'd you come from?
ビールかなんか飲んだらどう？
Go for sake?
冷たいのをキューッとやれば刑事上学的な悪夢から解放されるよ。
ピンキー、まずかことになった。
Look, there's a reason Pinky's calm and cool and collected.
いつもそうだろ、所長。今度は何が違うってのさ。
You have that perspective with everything looking forward. Things are hard to overwhelm you if you have already bigger than it. It's not the way I wanted to say that, but anyway.
もう優勝できん。全部俺らに屈辱を与えるよう仕組まれたったい。
But I guess it's to show that even Nietzsche, as strong as anyone can be, even all of us have some kind of vulnerability, whatever that may be.
口閉じろよ。これが最後のチャンスってことだろ。誰かがあたいらの邪魔をしてんなら犯人を突き止めて始末屋のほうきさばきを見せつけなきゃだよ。
Finally do some real cleaning up.
だが俺らはもうすぐ失格になる。賞金も獲得できん。時は町におる。終わりが近づいてしもうとる。
As I said, we need to rely on the mascots. They're there for a reason.
今までずっとみんなを失望させてきた。
所長、おいらたちならできるだろ。僕の意志で欲しいんだよ。
Did you guys practice that or yeah, thank you.
私たちはあなたを信じています。この街を救ったあなたを今度は私たちが助けるんです。
It's almost that is almost overwhelming. It's funny, but almost overwhelming how much just talking is going on. So many different voices. I totally get the idea, but this little short segment of all them shots popping up would have even been better in like just a short animation in a sense of people moving to really express the overall talking behind it. Existential crisis over?
これが無我の境地か。
それが聞きたかったんだ。あたいらみんないつも一緒なんだよ。
Fighting a dream!
結論から言うとグランプリは多分不正操作されてるしイケメンの時が刃物でみんなを狙ってる。多分全員死んじゃうよ。
Sometimes honesty is the hardest truth pill to swallow, but sometimes it's the only pill you can take.
でもだ始末屋にはまだ仕事が残ってるだろ。奴はあんたの義兄弟。あんたに責任がある。あたいらと約束だってしてるし島津の杯だって受けてんだからな。
Nikki, you're more inspiring than you lead on. I guess that's why you were elected for mayor.
その通りだ。俺らは夢を叶えて約束を守る。
There we go.
俺らは笠間家のたたりを打ち破った。今度は運命を変える番隊。
Look, we've done all this already together, and we've come this far. We may as well finish it out.
グランプリはまだ終わってない。
Now let's go clean up this mess.
しおりちゃんもう大丈夫。マスコットをステージにやって。そう無我の境地のやつやったよ。分かった。じゃあまた後で。
I only just now realizing this is the whole Shiori's fighting dream thing that she always constantly does from the beginning all the way through random segments of the game. Duh.
ありがとうピンキー。
Go Pinky.
準備はいい？
Let us go clean up this mess once and for all.
プロミスマスコットエージェンシーはどこにも逃げん。
None of us are going anywhere. The Promise Mascot Agency. Wow. These were the cards that I was apparently waiting for all this time. That's interesting though. Really nice concept. Really good way to tie all this in. Drawing in our own initial army was here among us all this time. Right on. Alright, I think we got it this time.
さあどうすんだ。メンツを保って降参すんのか、それとも泥にまみれんのか、どっちなんだい。
They even told Mike Miller to be very forceful too.
プロミスマスコットエージェンシーは逃げはしない。俺たちは諦めんし恐れもせん。
Alright, the deck may have been stacked up against us, but I think we're ready this time.
マスコットは俺たちを信じてくれとる。だから俺たちはマスコットを信じる。ここで何かが起こっとるのは分かっとる。お前は不可能な試練を与えてきおるが、戦いはまだ終わっとらん。
Not until the very end.
減らず口は尽きないね。それじゃあお手並み拝見さ。
Go, go, Pinky.
さあショーを続けよう。
Here we go. This would be the fourth one. Have some aberrant content, friends. I love these guys. Oh, is it an HE double hockey sticks? Ha 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 ha! Oh, couldn't keep their cool. I love a good fight. Whatever, sing your heroes. Aberrant content. Alright, we don't do a whole lot of damage, but let's see what we can cause. Alright, everybody here is... I don't need... Oh, they're getting it out. One after another. That's more like it, finally. Oh, crap. I don't want to. Haha. Finally. We turned the tables. What?
Promise Mascot Agency 戻ったよ、ベイベー。
Ah, they seem completely surprised now.
マイク、なんかおかしかね？
いやいやいや、なんでこんなことに。
スコアを教えてくれよ。
10ポイント、満点。
そんな。
驚いとるようやな。マイク。
次だ次。
Is he the one pulling all the strings? There's no way.
冗談だろう。何が起こっているというんだ。
What is happening, Mike Miller? What is happening?
プロミスマスコットエージェンシーがやったというだけで。
That is right. I couldn't have worded that better myself. Promise Mascot Agency is what's going on. I say, hey, Promise!
こんなのありえないよ。
It's okay.
10ポイント、満点。
I guess if they really truly wanted to, they could have just gave us 0 points anyway, but now I'm wondering if the mask figures have no association with the rigging at all.
おしまいだ。
マイク、なんでそうなるとね。
So someone is pulling the strings. Who?
まだ次のラウンドに勝たなきゃならないぞ。しかも最難関ラウンドだ。絶対無理。失敗間違いなし。
I feel like Mike's losing his cool pretty fast here now. I still feel like Mike's just wearing a human in a costume. Tofu! This is it. Now you face the ultimate test. The nemesis to all mascots awaits you. You can get yourself psyched up all you want, but you'll never defeat this door. The weakness to every mascot. I love that's how you wrap it up by getting stuck in the doorway. Tofu! Oh, Tofu. See, you're stuck. Your dreams are dead. No more dreams. No more promises. You've got no chance. Goodbye. The ultimate test? I don't think so. Let's go, Tofu. Huzzah! Thank you for your petty points, but you can get on out of here. I used the janitor and Pinky. All that training finally paid off. You know, slippery when wet, I feel like you could have just done that to begin with. What? Oh no, what is going on with these heroes? I do not want to die! Oh no. Yeah.
夢を持ち続けた
We've kept the dream
結果や
alive.
な
It's interesting, we only had to win by 30 points. But hey, I'm not complaining.
悲惨の小細工は何も聞かんかったな
We're about to find out real fast what kind of trick you were pulling.
やめてくれ。
10ポイント満点プロミスマスコットエージェンシーの勝利だ
Thank you.
プロミスは決して潰されやせんとぞ
Good words, Michi.
最高級のマグロもだ全部持ってこ
Can't complain with tuna, but I'm surprised you didn't go with caviar, Pinky.
い赤いの最高オーケーの先生赤いの最高だろバカ野郎
死にたくない
赤いの爪にいるしな
Very suiting, because I don't know if you have a butt. Okinawa Dream Mascots, Hello Morning Agency, and Promise Mascot Agency! Ah, that looks so very suiting up there. Could we have failed, though? Or we made to win the game by this point? The Promise Mascot Agency wins this year's National Annual Mascot Grand Prix. No one has ever scored 3 perfect wins in a row. This can't be happening. I'm over. I'll be dead by the morning. This is nonsense. Disqualify them now. Well, well, well. If it isn't the Mayor Poopy Pants. Well, this sort of freak and a Yakuza thug cannot be allowed to win this contest. This town will be a national joke if you allow a criminal to win. Do you really want this Grand Prix sullied like this? The results stand. The Promise Mascot Agency have scored 3 perfect wins, containing more points than any other agency. Hey, I'm the dang mayor-elect. Don't you start throwing your weight around, Maida. You're out of here. I thought you liked Yakuza. You're the one desperately working with the Fujiwara Syndicate to get the Peishui Rejuvenation Fund back after embezzling it. What? How dare you? That's not true. Enough of this. Disqualify them now, Maida. Why do you fail at everything? I really didn't expect it to play down here. Tokihara, you're a dead man. So it was you and Fujiwara that rigged the Grand Prix. Why? You see, all your precious values amount to nothing. I'm just kind of speechless for a minute because I kind of was wondering if this is what it was going to lead to. Toki is trying to annihilate us from the inside out during a Grand Prix event. Listen, sweet stuff, have you ever thought that you might not be cut out for this life? What would you know, your little business is pathetic. You'll die pushing a pin around while I reshape the world. Toki, come back to the family. No, you've all forgotten what it means to be a Yakuza. We're not meant for normal society. You should let me kill him at the money exchange, boss. Holy Lord, your shirts are bad. That I could have ordered better myself. Mikey, you said you'd sort this for us. You're not a deal breaker, are you? Mike, you punk. You're gonna be first against the wall. I'm Mike Miller and I'm broke. I don't care. Nuh-uh, not doing it. Why, Mike? They wanted me to rig the competition so that you'd fail. I needed the money badly. No one had ever heard of you before, so I figured it was okay. You couldn't even let me enjoy your fall from grace, could you? You picked the wrong people to try to drag down with you, Toki. That's all very precious, but that won't save you this time. I have all the fun, weapons, and tools that I could ever dream of. You can't win, Michi. None of those things are going to help you here. You can't clean up the mess you've got yourself into. The janitor has met his match. Always kill them all. Burn the agents to the ground. Bring Misha Mizura. And I want to deal with her myself. We have some unfinished business. You'll do no such thing. I bet you guys were actually the officials that were under investigation the whole time. Can the production crew sever the broadcast feed, please? What on earth are you possibly going to do to stop me? Federal agents, aren't you, of some sort? More than you might think. My name is Mr. Manaru Agua. Oegwa. I'm not even going to try to pronounce their names in past, future here, I mean. First Lieutenant in the Hera Federation. I wish I could say it is a pleasure to meet you. The Promise Mascot Agency won the Grand Prix. If you lay a finger on them, you will be interfering in our business. The Promise Mascot Agency is under the protection of the Hera Federation. The same goes for the Shimezu family and anyone else in this town. Any move on the Shimezu family would be seen as the act of war, and Tokyo will be forced to make a move on the Fujiwara as necessary. Interesting. What a twist. I actually didn't expect there to be people from the Federation already here watching. Give me a break, Sue Boy. Is that a tie holding your head on, or what? It's summer, man. Let loose a little. Oh, these two of you. Oh, there's two of you. Is one of you the clever twin, or are you both going to make a stupid decision today? You will not be warned again. We have this town surrounded. You will only leave this island alive if you leave now without a saying. Boss, they're not bluffing. My phone is going nuts. The guys are warning me that they're all over town. Our boys are surrounded. No, I don't care who you are. I won't allow the future I rightly deserve to be denied to me yet again. Mr. Toki, I must insist that you leave the island. I trust you could be reasonable. We have informed your superiors in the Fujiwara Syndicate that this situation, they wish to discuss your subsidiary family with you. Once again, you've gotten yourself into trouble, Toki. Toki, please, you need to leave. This is for your own safety. You are still my old brother. We'll find a way to sort this out. After everything that's happened, how can you stand there and still be a family man? You don't need to die here. Fine. Rin, tell our men to leave the island. Yes, boss. Be afraid of every shadow, Michi. I will win eventually. What about me? You're on your own, old man. Owned. Get out of town. Boy! Uh-oh. Please calm yourself, Mr. Miller. We have known that you've been uncompromised for a while. We have prepared arrangements for you. We owe you an explanation, Mr. Sagura. I apologize for inviting myself into your home, but could we have a private word at your agency? Sugawara, of course.
あなたは新しい家族を作り、ビジネスでも成功して死にかけの町を復活させ、運命そのものを変えたのですよ。
We have done quite a bit since first time arriving in town.
というわけで、ここからが本題だ。
Please.
原総業は同盟の申し出に応じるが、それにはいくつか条件がある。中村連合は島津一家の傘下につくこと。つまり島津の親子、あんたが九州を束ねること。それが条件の一つ目だ。
今何とおっしゃいました？
I've gotten quiet because I'm also reading and trying to process also what kind of transaction is going on as well.
大災害の時、中村連合の他の組は飢えた狂犬のようにあなたに敵意をむき出しにしました。そんな中で九州を束ねて抗争を止める計画、その中心にあなたがいたことは周知の事実です。
Which is why
島津の親分、
everyone is now returning and maintaining under their segment.
私どもはあなたの理想を信じます。そしてその理想を実現する唯一の方法はあなたが連合全体のトップにつくことだと確信していますよ。
Or rather, at the head of the alliance, I meant to say.
私どもの後ろ盾があれば、あなたは島津家のもとに中村連合を再編して、九州と東京を統一することができるでしょうな。
九州 and Tokyo.
非常にありがたいのですが、我々の不手際の後なので、いささか驚いておりまして。
失敗なんてものは次にもっとうまくやるための機械みたいなもんだ。というわけで条件の2つ目だが、
Brings us to the butt.
道真にはうちの協会の九州代表になってもらいたい。
Oh?
九州地区のマスコットランキング協会を統括してすべてのマスコット事務所の躍進に力を尽くしてもらおう。
Looks like we're changing your fate, Michi.
オフィスはどこに置いても構わんからな。プロミスマスコットエージェンシーの経営とバッティングすることはないだろう。
ナイスすぎる。角地の目立つオフィスに葉巻も備えてプライベートジェットもチャーターしちゃってさ。うひゃー、スタイリストもつけちゃおうかな。クライアントと顔を合わせる仕事だもんね。
Pinky's already making plans.
小川さん、親切な申し出をありがとうございます。姉さん、やらせてもらえますか。
ミチ、あんたは以前の立場に戻るよりマスコット事務所を経営する方がいいのかい？
I would be. I mean, most of these mascots have been pretty darn cool.
俺は気づいたとです。俺を必要とする人たちにこの手を差し伸べられるってこと。
Without hounding people for protection money, this seems like to be a much more honest line of work too, Michi.
あんたが新しい家族を作り、互いを信頼することを学んだその姿を見て、私は幸せいっぱいっちゃ。あんたが誇らしかよ。ピンキー、私のために道真の面倒を見てくれるね。
問題ないよ。こいつのセラピーにはまだまだ時間がかかりそうだけどね。
二人ともありがとう。では小川様、私の方から返答させていただきます。丁重な申し出、謹んで受け入れたく存じます。
We've gone through a lot of headache to get here, but we're finally here.
いい判断だ。では中村会長に連絡しよう。俺たちから直接伝えた方があんたらも都合がいいだろ。
失礼します。マイクはどうなりますか。
マイクはラッキーですよ。何せ堅気ですからね。彼が受ける処分といえばマスコットランキング協会をひっそり解雇されるぐらいのものですよ。
Must have a plan for him, Michi.
まあ名声が失われることは奴にとっては十分耐え難い制裁になるでしょうがね。
マイクを復帰させてもらえませんか。
なんでまた。
彼は間違いを犯しましたが、それも藤原会の圧力があったからです。俺はマイクを自分の元に置きたいと考えたんです。
I figured you would rope in Miller's redemption. That's fine.
島津一家の流儀は揺るがないな。まあその方がマスコミへの言い訳をしなくて済む分、俺たちにとっても好都合だ。
But I'm placing Tosu above him.
いいでしょう。とりあえず奴にはマスコットイベントのライブ配信を続けるよう言っておきますよ。マスコット業界のためにもね。
感謝します。
島津の親分、俺たちは中で話し合わないか。 優勝者には友人たちと勝利を祝ってもらうとしよう。それとこの件が中村会長の耳に入る前に俺たちから会長に電話しておかないか。
I would rather come from you than him.
もちろんです。どうぞこちらへ。
悪いな。あ、それともう一つ。あんたらは俺たちの助けなしにありえないオッズの中でグランプリを勝ち取った。賞金10億はすぐに支払われるからな。
We're genuine about that. Wow.
ありがとうございます。
死を見つめれば全てうまくいくって言ったろ。
Mm-hmm.
はあ、生き残れたとは信じられんな。俺の目標は達成された。島津の姉さんの夢は途絶えたりしない。
No, nor did you, Michi.
あんたの夢もね。さて、うちのマスコットたちに会っとかなきゃ。
Hey, looky here. The National Annual Grand Prix Finale Rewards. This has been a long time coming. All of this. Everyone got a big chunk from the win. That is really cool. Everyone got, well, not everyone actually. Looks like Promise Mascot Agency got 10,000 fans out of it. And 500 million. Woo, 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 woo! That's cool. That's actually really cool. Alright. Yeah, what is it? I knew it. You were going to leave us now, aren't you? Wrong. Michi's going to become a mysterious masked figure, and he gets to choose where his office is. Oh, is that true? Oh man, I thought you were the janitor, now some boring 9-to-5 salary man. Our world is changing. Denying that is what led Toki down his path. We need a business that plays by the rules to justify and fund our existence. My office will stay in Kasumachi. I'm expecting large growth per quarter, year-in-year success, and no back chat, stuff like that. You'll get what you're given, Goblin. I believe that the first order of business is to celebrate. Shuri, would you have the company credit card? You have the company credit card? Sure thing, boss. I'll get the good stuff. Thanks, boss. You don't need to thank me. You all earned this. Wow. I still can't wrap my head up around all this. This is just a weird summer indeed. Rather a weird winter for me up to this point. No, I could never have imagined it in the town of a dead Yakuza running a mascot agency. We did a pretty good job with this place. I owe a lot for you guiding me through it. Yeah, we make a good team. I thought it was going to rot in that love hotel. You helped me break out of this disappointing future. You gonna be happy staying here? Not gonna miss the city? It had made me realize a few things about my life. I can pass on the matriarch's values to a new generation of mascots and help them achieve their dreams. I have a very large family now. I'm looking forward to growing it and carrying on the work we've been doing. It's also nice to have made a true friend who chooses to be with me rather than someone who swore an oath to follow my orders. Yeah, can you even imagine yourself saying that when you got here? I think I've been a good influence on you. Thank you, Pinky. Thank you, boss. How do you smell nice aftershave? Hey, do you smell nice aftershave? It's coming from over there. Never mind. There's Pinky and Michi.
やっぱこいつ何か匂うって言ってたろ。
飼い犬が来やがったか。
トビーラ、ここからいね
シャーシーはピークされてるやつの言うことを聞くのはもううんざりなんだよ。臆病で怠慢で野心のかけらもないやつの言葉はな。
お前と議論するつもりはなか。だがもし誰かを傷つけようもんなら タンから運ばれることになるぞ。
I think that's just him being nice. I'm surprised she's even allowing to leave you, allowing you to leave at all.
ほんと偉そうだよな。
今日が最後ぞ、時追いちゃん。
They just talked about the elephant in the room, rather.
お母さんに怪我はさせません。
トキヤ、お前を見込んどったとに。
ああ、お前らは俺とミチが死ぬまでやり合う様を見物しに来たんか。一家団らんってやつやな。
トキ、こん町にはな、秘密の処刑部屋のあるんよ。完全に防音でね。あんたの最後の言葉を聞くやつは一人もおらんぞ。
Yeah, that's just spooky alone.
なんか飛び散ってもすぐ洗い流せるしね。
何？
あたいも設置を手伝ったのさ。
Pinky.
なんち言いよっちゃ。
だってこの町で他にやることなんてなくない？ジョーちゃんたちが面白いことやってたから手伝っただけさ。
まだぞ。
お母さん。
時平はあんたの兄弟。あんたの責任ぞ、道真。
どうすんだ兄弟。今日俺の命日にでもするのかよ。
おいちゃん、こいつと藤原から一家を守らんといかん。こいつは救いようもなか。
もしこいつを逃がしたら藤原がこいつを片付けるやろ。連中は失敗を許さんぞ。
さあ、俺をどうするんだよ兄弟。
Let's see the forgiveness.
お前を許そう。どんな面倒ごとに巻き込まれても互いを助け合うのが一家というもんだ。
I know he's not going to accept it, but hey, we gotta try.
一緒にここで働いてもらう。懸命にな。もし拒否するんやったらピンキーと俺が森で絆を深めてやるぞ。
よかった。一瞬あたいの夢を否定するのかと思ったよ。
便所掃除するくらいなら死んだ方がマシだって俺はいつも言いよった。まさかその選択肢が現実になろうとはな。
I think this is the only options you really got left.
便所掃除は笑顔でやれよな、イケメンちゃん。
俺はお前らバカどもに土下座をするつもりはなかぞ。
それこそお前が命をつなぐ唯一の道ぞ。藤原んとこに戻ったら殺されるだけやしな。お前は奴らに恥をかかせ町長とのつながりを晒し炭鉱を確保する任務に失敗した。もはや死んだも同然だ。
Hit him quick, hit him fast, and hit him strong. That's the way to go.
もし姉さんに一歩でも近づくんなら手加減の効かない俺より縫いに捕まるよう祈るんだな。お前のことは分かった時。権力に見られたとやろう。そこに藤原がつけ込む。逃げられんほどの泥沼に引き込まれてな。生きたいのなら俺と働け。人としてまっとうに扱われるぞ。
惨めや。そんな惨めに決まっとるやろ。
時、プライドは捨てろ。お前には才能も野心もある。誰も信用できんかってここで死ぬことを選ぶな。
なんで俺があんなことをしたとに許してくれるとや。
Because sometimes it's just best to forgive and forget.
お前は家族やけんたい。今一家総出で祝いの準備ばしとる。俺らに加わらんかどうすんの。
分かったよ。
後悔するよおいちゃん。
俺らは互いに杯を交わした。もし破ろうもんなら俺が型をつける。
また悪さしたら処刑部屋だってあるしね。
And that's what's in the back of my mind at all times. Even if he does go bad, by that point we should already have him there.
あんたが誇らしかよ道真。時平あんたもな一緒に藤原を倒すところまで一歩近づいたね。
さあさあイケメンちゃん、便所掃除の道具の場所を教えとくよ。あたいがお気に入りの黒いゴム手袋を貸してあげるからさ。きっとあんたの服にもバッチリ合うって。
Holy smokes. Shit fire and save matches or something like that, they say. Wow. That was exciting. Truly exciting. This has been one heck of a story. It has been one full long recording that I did this in, that just because I didn't want to finish and stop and break it up into several sections or segments. However, with that being said, I'm also not going to portray or publish this video in small segments or broken out pieces. I'm going to figure out exactly how I want to edit this, but being the end of the game, I think I'm going to go ahead and at some point in time try to work it all together and just publish it all as one, as if one full setting in a sense. It'll be much longer of a video to put in my category, but that's okay. It'll just be one of those things that's just tagged along. I think it'd be neat to show best segments of the story all the way up, as we've done up to this point, and then it'll be nice to wrap it all up together and have just a nice long full video. I am upset that the very end of here I kind of lack in commentary in between all the speaking. It's been a long day recording and playing this game. It's been so much fun. I cannot express that enough. So much fun. But overall, yeah, enough talking about that. Key things I'd like to make notes of, just some editing notes to myself. This was a very phenomenal and fascinating game. I didn't expect to see the direction that we went in, nor did I expect to see our Oath brother being the reason why we were stirring up trouble in this town. It was also nice to know that all this was just a big cover-up. However, with this, I learned a lot, and taking the time to get to edit the videos for this game, it helped me learn a lot going forward, and I might hope that I can build on that as I go forward. Stepping into other realms, I don't know exactly what direction we're going to be going into, and I don't know what I want to do from here. This game's left a good impression on me. It was fun, it really was. And during my off time, I would like to state, before I forget to state this, a lot of this was mainly played on my computer. Then when my computer got lost, mainly a lot of this was played on my laptop, which works phenomenal. Though with that being said, a huge chunk of this game was played on my Steam Deck. I have relatively no issues when playing the game. I didn't utilize it to I didn't play the main story mainly throughout the entire of my Steam Deck play, which I'm sure would have been fine. However, I utilized it to maintain a lot of the side quests and collections of the sorts. But nonetheless, what I'm trying to say is, if you're looking for a great couch sitting game, grab this one and add it to your collection as well. It's nice for a cold day like I've been playing on. Stay inside where it's warm and go driving around, imagining yourself on a nice warmer day before when it does start to get warm outside. So yeah, I don't know. With that, this has been, I can't say much, but fun. The acting has been wonderful inside this game, and the artwork has been even it just has been as much fun to watch and read and see. I love the drawing animations, comic book style that's get thrown in there every so often. But not just that, this game it's got a nice little touch appeal to it. It is a little cutesy on the side for some, I'm sure, but once you get past that, if you don't judge a book truly by its cover, it has a great story underneath once you get past the surface. Not only that, the mascots have very interesting backstories, and then to see it all kind of connect in full together and to create the story that was provided here in front of us, that's what's really been most fun. The dynamics of all the characters work well together, but the mechanics of the game also work well together. A little bumpy at times, but you know, what can we say? I think I'm going to stop here just because I like to see where we're going. But you know, just as much as they're saying thank you for playing, I cannot thank you enough for watching this with me, and thank you so much for taking the time and being patient. This one's been long, but it has been so much fun. Merry Christmas. That is a nice touch. That is so cool. Back at it in Kazamachi? We still have work to do. We should go and see anyone who helped us in town, and see everyone who helped us in town. We have some other businesses to take care of as well. I'll add it to your task list. Let's ride! Hey! Michi is a support hero! Oh my. Oh my. Oh my. This has been something. I cannot thank this enough. This is... wow. This has been wonderful. Fun. So fun. Oh, so fun. Alright, I am running out of words, and I'm also running out of time. My day is slowly dwindling down, and I still have so much to do. But nonetheless, I have quite the money funds over there. I bet there's a lot that I could purchase now. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. I cannot thank you so much. I also want to thank the producers and the creators of this game, Kaizen Games, and what was it? I'm probably getting all this incorrectly, so I'm just going to stop. I don't want to flub all this up. This really was a wonderful piece of work, honestly. With that being said, I wish I had my thoughts a little bit more collected with me. This has been a long adventure. This game took me a little bit over 30 hours to finish, but that's because I've been taking my sweet time, talking, adding commentary, doing bits like this, slowly looking around things. And I took a lot of time mainly before I got the airplane attachment, just trying to jump up high onto places where I seen trash and collectibles that I knew I couldn't reach. So yeah, anyway, that was more self-inflicted. So nonetheless, I'm going to stop here. This has been truly fun. So much fun, and actually so much so, if you guys get a copy yourself, or blah, I hope that you one day get a copy yourself and give this game a whirl. If so, I will link a description of this. I will add a link of this in the description below. Clearly I've never said that before after I've heard it so many times, but anyway, yeah, give this game a whirl if you ever get the opportunity. Don't judge a book by its cover. This is a nice little couch sitting game if ever you get the opportunity yourself. So again, this is Stationary Chris, just checking out the world. I cannot thank you enough for taking the opportunity to sit with me. This has been a long video. This has been a long time coming as well to get to the end. But boy, this has been so much fun. I don't know exactly what direction we're going to go into next, but that doesn't matter. That is all water under the bridge. For as of right now, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever it is it may be that you do. And with that, Happy New Year's. Please celebrate as we go on into the next year, and be safe in all your travels and whatever it is you do. Until next time, I hope to see you guys on the flip side. Please do enjoy. Oh, wow. That was neat.